Hey, good morning. I'm sitting here before I take off because I just finished watching Ilyanla VanZant's most recent episode, and there was Sharice from the Housewives of Potomac and a young lady by the name of Vanessa. I think she models, but I know she was married to a wealthy African guy, and I shouldn't say that, African guy, but another black man from the continent. And Sharice was married to someone in the athletic arena. I think it's basketball. But my point in doing this voice of my opinion is that I've recently watched videos where people are coming down on Ilyanla VanZant, and for many different reasons. She's harsh in her tone, her delivery. She's not fixing anyone's life. All of this, that, and the third. And it's so sad that it's coming from black women. First of all, stop acting like we're not used to your mother or your grandmother or your aunt. Everyone has an Ilyanla in their family who doesn't cut corners. She tells you like it is. And most of the time, we all say the same thing, like we don't want to accept her advice or she thinks she knows it all. Well, she's been through it. And she's simply trying to help you not to go through it or to get out of it. Okay, I haven't seen anyone on there where I feel like Ilyanla was out of order in how she was talking to her. First of all, we all know when you sign up to go on Ilyanla VanZant's Fix My Life, that you're going to be faced with having to face your own junk. And see, the real reality is that people are not ready to deal with their own junk. And especially women, when you're feeling like, oh, he did me wrong, and you got to give up the big house and the designer shoes. You don't want to go through that. You will, just like Sharice said, she sold her soul, knowing that man didn't want her. But what is crazy, because black women, and I'm saying this because I have seen so many of us act in the same manner. You go sit down, you smile, and you put on the front like, yeah, I'm going through and I'm doing, yes, I'm going to go through the process and I'm tired of feeling like this. And then you get back in the middle of your circle of wannabes, a bunch of women who need to go through their stuff too, go through their junk too. Because Sharice is going right back into the middle of a flock of women who need to deal with their own junk, but they don't see anything wrong with their stuff. They don't see anything wrong with it until their feelings are hurt again. She's going back on that show. Giselle done been dragged up and down the highway. 695 to 295 to what road is it to the Potomac from 295? But anyway, it's really not funny, but it's funny when you get to know and see the backside of these women. Now I don't know any of them personally, but I've had an opportunity to see how their true character. Okay. Do I need to validate that? I went to Empowerment Temple for many years. Giselle was the first lady there. I moved to Baltimore. I heard all of the yada, yada, yada. Was a part of the NAACP. So I got got to feel and hear a bunch of junk. I had an opportunity to go by Sharice's house once. She was rude as hell, didn't even come down and speak to the person who I was with. I'm not talking because I just want to be talking about this. I'm telling you that if you're not ready to deal with your junk, stop playing around and going on these shows and dealing with counselors and people like Ilyanla and then turning around and making it seem as though they're not doing their job. No, you're not ready to do the work. And then I hear all of the rumors about the Braxton girls. Okay, the Braxton sisters are going on Ilyanla VanZant. And Tamar talking about she ain't, Rhonda ain't fixed nobody's life or whatever. Tamar is a mess. And y'all encourage that. She's a mess. I don't care what you say. You can look at the dynamics of that family and you can see that Tamar has gotten her way. They think she is the cutest. She's gotten her way in everything. And I don't care what you say, you don't know her and this, that, and the third. I see her. And I see how they treat Tracy. And I hope and pray that Tracy continues to run after her run on her own lane. Run down your own lane. Stop trying to fit in with your sisters in their junk. Right? Because, yeah, she has been treated like the cousin. Just like she said. And I'm not going to sit here and act as if that's irrelevant. Right? That's irrelevant. They have mistreated her. We all see it. I don't want to get emotional about this. I just want to make my point. My point is that Ilyanla VanZant is like any other psychologist or someone, life coach that you go to who really has walked this walk that black women walk every day. She's been dragged. She's picked herself up. She's lost everything. She's regained it. Now she's just doing what most of us say we want and need. Someone to sit down and help us to process and to get this, to move forward and not to be stuck. Okay? And for you all to dismiss it with all of these different videos out here in regards to her, I think it's really disrespectful and I think it's unfair. Let's just be real. How many of us start the work and then start the work of rebuilding and healing ourselves, and then we fall, then a distraction come and we get off kill, right? So why would you say because you're not willing to do the work that Ilyanla is not fixing anyone's life? And I just felt like I needed to get on here and combat some of the ugly stuff that's being said out here. We all know once Neffy left and then she came back, and then it's like, you know, she's not ready. And you know what? Some people are just meant to be ratchet. Some of us, everybody got a role to play in this world. And some of us just have to be ratchet. You know, Neffy's sitting and saying, I'm not sure if this is still recorded or not, but Neffy is sitting and saying how she just, dudes disrespecting her makes her want to just suck their phallus. What in the world? Girl, and they running in and out. That's another thing. Women, stop thinking it's okay to put your mouth on every man's penis. And men, stop allowing every woman to put their mouth on your penis. You know how many things, the bacteria, women who you not taking care of your mouth, the men running in and out of all kind of vaginas. You don't know. Like, stop it. But anyway, okay, I digress. But anyway, I'm just saying, you know, if you're not ready to do the work, stop going on Ilyanla VanZant and then flipping the script and saying that it's all, she didn't fix nothing. The Braxtons know that mess they going through is deep-rooted. Ilyanla did not lie when she said Miss Evelyn has taught her children to be mean. Yes, your kids, you say one thing, you can tell them all day, but kids do what they see you do. And then you try to say, oh, no, it wasn't me. I never talked bad about their father. I never did this. I never did that. Okay. Stop playing. Anyway, family, I just wanted to come on here and voice my opinion in regards to something that I really care about. I want black women to be healed. I want black relationship to be healed. I want the black family to be healed. And we need an Ilyanla that is telling us like it is. I'm not going on Dr. Phil. I'm just not. I don't feel like Dr. Phil can relate to shit that I go through with a black man. He cannot. And I'm not going to sit there and let him tell me what me and my black man need to do. I'm just not. I'm not going to do that. And so I'm going to need you all to get it together and stop all of the foolishness and own your junk. Own your junk. If you go on Ilyanla and you don't do the work, because how the hell am I inspired and you all get on there and then now you ain't inspired? You leave and then, like Miss Cherie said, which is indicative of her character, she gonna say, oh, I didn't use any of Ilyanla's advice. I'm moving on my own accordance. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, we'll see. And let's see how far it gets you. But I bet you sitting in that book, you going and you doing the work, you remembering all of the process that you went through in that room. You remember and you are using that stuff. But anyway, family, I got to get going. I got a long day ahead of me, and peace to those who want it.